Welcome back. You have made it to the fourth and final chapter of a journey into tea. This will be a short video for our last one because most of the recipes that you received came in printable cards to your email. But what I really do want to cover in a video here with you today is how to mix your own tea blend. Okay, congratulations. So you've made it this far. You have learned about how to steep your tea. You've gone out and you've bought yourself some loose leaf tea and a tea infuser, and you have all of the fun stuff. You've learned all about the different herbs that are calling to you, the different support that you may be looking for. You've got your own little collection of an herbal apothecary at home, and now it's time to actually mix your own tea blend. Yay! So it's very, very simple to make your own tea blend. I really think there's just about 3 steps that you need. Number 1, the first thing you want to do when you're mixing your own tea at home is to choose a base herb. So I consider base herbs to be things like lemon balm, passion flower, tulsi makes a great base herb. What else? Red raspberry leaf can be a pretty good base herb. We can mix 1 or 2 base herbs together sometimes. But these are just going to be your lighter, your fluffier herbs that are going to just give you something to build your tea off of. So usually when you pick a base herb, obviously you want to keep in mind what its constituents are, what it's known to help support in the body, and try to pick an herb that's going to help to build kind of a baseline for that support, right? So if you're looking for something to help wake you up, a great base herb would be tulsi because it's going to help to align and adapt your body to stress for the day. You don't want to pick something like passion flower that may be more relaxing on your nervous system. So obviously keep all of those things in mind when you're picking your base herb. This is going to be what you build your tea off of. So after you've chosen your base herb, you want to pick your supporting herbs. So again, keep in mind what your intention is for this tea. What are you looking to create support for in the body, mind, spiritually? What are you looking to get from this cup or this blend of tea? You want to pick out, I'd say 2 to 3. You could even do a little bit more. It depends on how crazy and in depth you want to go. But 2 to 3 is a good place to start with your supporting herbs. So supporting herbs can be things like ginger. If you're looking for a digestive tea, you could use ginger, peppermint, and dandelion root. Or if you want something that's more calming, we could use lavender, lemon balm, and I don't know what else is calming. Chamomile as our supportive herbs. You get the idea. So you just want to pick a couple herbs. You're not going to add them in as much quantity as you do for your base herb. The base herb you're going to have the most of. You'll put, a couple teaspoons, a pinch or 2 of each of your supporting herbs in there. And then your final step is really just go for flavor. You want to pick what herbs you think are going to match the flavor profile of your tea. Of course, you want to keep in mind your intention of the tea. Again, don't be going for something like lavender as a flavor herb if you want something that's more of awakening tea. But pick your flavors. Your florals are great for flavors. It's really kind of whatever your profile is at that point, but you just want to make sure that you always add in just a couple extra herbs that are going to help to really pull the tea together, give you a balanced flavor. This is where you're going to take some practice. It's going to take a little getting used to what the different herbs have to offer, what their flavors are, how they mix together. But over time, you'll really start to get a handle on what herbs taste nice together, what herbs have constituents that might not match other herbs. So say something like licorice root and green tea. They might be 2 that are kind of difficult to combine because licorice root needs to be really boiled and sit for a really long time to get its flavor and to get its support out of it. Whereas green tea, you don't really want the water that hot and you don't want to let it sit for too long. So now when you mix the 2, you have sort of an odd balance. So those are things you want to keep in mind when you're mixing your own tea at home. And again, it's practice. It's practice and practice. Just keep mixing. Just keep trying different teas. You can get inspiration from buying teas. Go out and buy your loose leaf teas. Keep watching little videos to learn about all the different herbs, how their flavors work together. And I really recommend you just take some time with the plants. Like we've talked about in some of the past sessions, really getting to know the plants. They'll let you know. They'll talk to you. You just got to listen and then start mixing and have fun with it. So that's everything, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this little mini series, A Journey into Tea. I really hope that you all learned something from this. I hope that this mini series inspires you to go out and try something new in the world of tea. Try a tea flavor that you've never worked with before. Mix your own tea at home. Try one of the recipe cards that I sent you. They're all pretty straightforward. If anybody ever has any questions, I have all of my contact information attached. So please always feel free to reach out if you're ever interested in learning more about tea. We'll have more educational workshops and videos coming soon, so make sure to follow us at The Deserted Forest on Instagram, Facebook, and at our website, thedesertedforest.com. Thank you guys again for joining me, and I hope that you enjoy the world of tea.